Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope that you all are fine. So let me start with a quick question. So how many of you have tapped your card, swiped it, or used your phone to pay for something today? So almost everyone, right? So we live in a world where physical cash is slowly disappearing. People have been moved to, you can say, a Bitcoin or something other that the plastic card things mostly. Instead, we rely on small pieces of plastic or even just our phones to handle our everyday spending. But here's an interesting part: most people use credit cards and debit cards every day. So use credit cards and every card today, so without fully understanding how they actually work. So we will tell you how they actually work. So and that matters really, if you believe me, that it really matters, because these tools can either help you build financial freedom or quietly trap you in debt. So today I want to walk you through three things: how debit cards and credit cards really work. Second, the major benefit of credit cards. So many of you know about the what are the major benefit of owning a credit card. So if you know about if you own a credit card, or you know that if is there any benefit to own a credit card or a debit card. And the big question, I will tell you about the big question: should you actually get a credit card? Is that really a need to get a credit card? Or you basically, if you need a credit card, you know how debit card works. So let's start with something simple: debit cards. A debit card is directly connected to your bank account. So think of it like a digital version of cash. So when you swipe your debit card, the money is immediately taken from your account. It means that if you own a amount in your bank account and you own a debit card, so it really just it deducts from your bank account. So if you don't have enough money, the transaction usually gets declined. Means if you don't have enough money in your bank account, the transaction will get declined automatically. It's a simple thing. So there's no borrowing involved. There's no borrowing involved in debit cards. So in simple terms, debit cards is equal to your money spent instantly. If you don't have hard cash in your pocket right now, so if you own a debit card, you can just go to a bank, or you just go to anything where debit card facilities available. You can just actually you go there and you just use your debit card, and they actually swipe your credit card, and then you get the thing, and the amount is automatically deducted from your bank account. So you don't have to borrow anything, or you don't have anything in your if you don't have anything in your bank account, the transaction will get declined automatically. So debit card is equal to your money spent instantly. So it's a straightforward, safe, and easy to understand. If you have let's suppose if you have $500 in your account, you can spend $500 only. You don't have to you cannot spend any other amount rather than $500, no more. That's why debit cards are great for budgeting, avoiding debt, staying disciplined. But they also have limitations. Debit cards also have limitations, while credit cards don't have limitations. They are limitless. They have some limits which are being set by you or the bank that's providing the credit card. So you don't build credit with a debit card. You don't get in a credit, or you don't get in debt with a credit card. With a debit card, you don't get many rewards, and you often have less protection against fraud. Second thing is how credit cards works. The second thing that's important, that's more interesting in this case, this how credit cards works. So now let's talk about credit card. This where things would get interesting. A credit card is not your money. Credit is not your money. It's the bank's money. Okay, when you use a credit card, the bank pays for your purchase. For your purchase. You receive a monthly bill. You have expected to pay it back later. You have to pay it, but you don't have to pay it instantly from your bank account, or something you have in your bank account, or you have to pay for it instantly. The bank pays for it. Think of it as a short-term loan. Every time you swipe, think of it as a short-term loan. You are getting loan from the bank that owns the credit card, and it provides you the credit card. So that's why it's a short-term loan. So here are the key ideas. You are borrowing money with the promise to repay it. You have the promise with a bank that have provided you the credit card. You have to pay it back later. Now, if you pay your full balance every month, you pay zero interest. You don't have to pay any interest on that credit. You don't have to pay any interest on that loan, that short term loan that you have taken from the bank. You don't have to pay anything on it. You don't have to pay any interest on that amount. So you basically use the bank's money for free. You use the bank's money for free, but if you don't pay in full, you have to pay the interest. The interest is being added into that amount, and you have to pay back this amount with the interest. And that's where things can spiral. In the US, credit card interest rates can be 20% or more. That's not small, that's serious. You have to be serious about that. If you don't pay your credit card bill at time, you have to pay 20% extra on that amount. So that's serious. So next part is why credit cards exist and why banks love them. Let's be honest for a moment. Why do banks offer credit cards so easily? For example, you just move to a bank, you just go to a bank, and the bank just offer you a credit card. So why banks offer you a credit card? Why they have the intent to provide you a credit card? So it's that simple. Because they make money from that. They earn from interest when people don't pay on time. If you don't pay interest, if you don't pay on time, if you don't pay your bills on time, you have to pay 20% extra on that amount. So banks earn from that money. Banks get money of that. Bank get the interest. Bank get the interest money from you. So interest when people don't pay you on time. The fees of credit card, merchant transaction charges, bank charges that merchant transaction charges. So all this amount goes to the banks. But here's the twist. If you use a credit card smartly, you can actually benefit more than the bank. You can actually get the benefit more than the bank. You don't have to pay interest. You don't have to pay the transaction charges. You don't have to pay the fee to the bank or any other merchant that's provided you a credit card. So, what are the benefits of owning a credit card? Really, do you think that owning a credit card is a beneficial thing? So do you think about that? Let's think about that. If you own a credit card, is there any benefit of owning a credit card? So now let's talk about the good stuff, because there are real advantages. Building credit history. In the United States, your credit score is extremely important. You have to build a good credit score in while you are residing in USA. So if you're residing in United States, you have to build a good credit history. You have to be a responsible citizen by paying all the credit at time, by paying all the bills at time. So if you pay all the bills at time, so you will get a good credit history in return. So it affects getting a loan, renting an apartment, buying a car, or even job opportunities sometimes. So if you try to get a loan and you don't have enough good credit history, so bank will decline your loan request. Bank will not give you a loan. So if you move somewhere and you have to rent an apartment, so you want to live in that apartment, but you don't have a good credit history, the landowner will decline your request to get that apartment on rent. So if you want to buy a car, if you love a car, if for example you love any car in the world, in the USA there are many cars people love to buy. But if you love a car and you have to buy that car, you have enough money but you don't have a good credit history. If you don't have enough good credit history, then you will be declined to get that car. You cannot buy that car. So you can get even job opportunities sometime. If you don't have enough good credit history, you don't have enough transaction history, you don't have any good transaction history, if you are bankrupt at some time, you will not get any loan, you don't get any car, you cannot rent an apartment, you cannot get job anywhere. So using a credit card responsibility helps you build a strong credit score. If you build a strong credit score, then you can get the car, you can get the loan, you can rent an apartment, or you can get the job basically. So basically, no credit history is equal to limited financial opportunities. So rewards and cashback. Credit cards also give you cashbacks. A credit card offer you cashback, travel points, discounts, bonuses. If you own a credit card, you know that credit cards usually give the offers that you have any offer. If you pay through our credit card, you will get the cashback of this amount. You will get the cashback of this percentage. You will get a discount of this percentage. You will get a travel points. This you have if you want to travel somewhere and you don't have enough credit card history. If you don't have any credit card, if you own a credit card, basically if you own a credit card and you have a good credit history, then the credit card will offer you some bonuses that are travel points. If you want to travel to somewhere and you don't have enough money and you cannot pay that, the credit cards will offer you the travel points, and you can actually travel with that travel points. So credit cards also offer you discounts, just like if you want to buy something that's worth like $50,000, and credit cards will offer you, if you buy this thing through our credit card, the thing will cost you like 49,500, so something like that. And it's my own perspective. I don't know what the credit card actually provide, how much discount they provide. They provide actually 40% discount, 30%, 20%. It's all depend on the credit card. I don't have any implementation of that. So credit card also gives you the opportunity to get a bonus. Imagine getting 2% back on everything you spend. You're spending something and you get 22% back on everything. So if you are literally getting paid for spending, it's done responsibility. You're literally getting paid for spending if you done responsibility. So the one of the most important thing in credit cards is fraud protection. Credit cards offer strong protection. If someone steals your card and spends money, you are usually not responsible. It means you're not responsible. If somebody stole your credit card, you're not responsible about it. You don't have to pay the thing. The bank investigates about it. With credit cards, your actual money is at risk. With credit card, your actual money is not at risk. The bank will, if your credit card gets stolen, then the bank will investigate about it. If your credit card is actually stolen, if somebody else have used it. But if you own a debit card, your actual money is at risk. If somebody stole your debit card, if somebody stole your debit card, then your actual money is at risk. The money will automatically deduct from your bank account. All right. So emergency backup. Life is unpredictable. Life is unpredictable, and nowadays a credit card can help during medical emergencies, unexpected repairs, urgent travel. If you have to travel urgently somewhere, the credit card will help in that. It gives you breathing room where cash isn't available. It gives you a huge room. It gives you a huge space when cash is not available. Convenience and global use. In the United States, many services require credit cards, like hotel bookings. Hotel bookings require credit cards usually. Car rentals, they require credit cards. Online purchases, they require credit cards. Having a credit card makes life easier. So what are the dangers of owning a credit card? The danger of credit card, now let's not sugarcoat it. It's not like everything is good and good and good. It's not. Let's not sugarcoat it. Credit cards can be dangerous if misused. Credit cards can be dangerous if they are misused. Here's how people get into trouble: spending more than they can afford. If somebody can afford, like they only afford $10,000 and they have spent $20,000, so they will get into trouble. Spending more than they can afford, paying only the minimum amount. If they only pay the minimum amount offered by the bank, they will get a low credit score. So if they ignore the interest charges, if they get late to pay the charges to the bank, they get the interest. And if they ignore the interest charges, so they will get a low credit score. So minimum payments are a trap. You might think you are managing your bill, but interest keeps growing. Before you know it, as a $1,000 purchase becomes $1,500 or more. That's how debt starts. Should you get a credit card? Should I will tell you that should you get a credit card? Really, you need a credit card. So what's the thing that you have? You if you if you should own the credit card. Now that's a big question. Should you get one? The honest answer is yes. Yes. But only if you use it wisely. If you use the credit card wisely, it's yes. You should own a credit card. A credit card is like a tool. A credit card is basically a tool you can use. In the right hands, it builds your future. In the wrong hands, it destroys it. Rules for using a credit card smartly. If you want to know about the rules, if you decided to get one, follow these simple rules. You have to follow these rules. Only spend what you already have. If you own a credit card, you have to spend what you already have. You have, just like if you have $3,000 in your bank, you have $5,000 in your bank, you have to spend only that amount. You should have to spend only that amount. For example, when you have to pay to the bank, you don't get a low credit score. You should be owning that amount already, so when the bill comes, you can pay it immediately. So this is like you have to treat the credit card like a debit card. Then you will get the real profit, and then you will get the real benefit of owning a credit card. Rule 2: always pay the full balance. Don't pay for the minimum balance. You have to pay the full balance. Always pay for the full balance. Always pay the full balance, not the minimum, the full amount. Rule 3: pay on time every time. That's a simple thing. Pay on time every time. Late payments hurt your credit score. You will get a low credit score if you do late payments, and you just manage to get it, and further and further. You have to pay it immediately. When the bill comes, you have to pay that immediately. Late payments affect your credit score. It hurts your credit score. Keep your usage low. While owning a credit card, keep your usage low. Try not to use more than 30% of your limit. If you own a credit card, you have a certain limit about the credit card, that you can only spend $10,000 or $20,000. So you should only have to spend only 30% of your limit. So rule 5: don't chase rewards blindly. You don't have to chase the rewards blindly. Spending more just to earn points defeat the purpose. You don't have to spend more just to earn the points. If the offer comes that you have to, if you spend this much amount, if you spend $5,000, if you spend $6,000, then you will get such points. If you spend this amount, you will get such points. Don't go for it. It's actually you don't have to get the rewards, and you will if you spend more than what you need, then you will get in problem. So spending more just to earn points defeats the purpose. A simple example, let me give you a quick real life scenario. Two people get a credit card. One person, a person get let's call this person a person A. It's a person A. So person A spends within the budget, and he pays full balance every month, and builds great credit history, and he will earn the rewards. While person B, it overspends the amount. It pays the minimum only. It accumulate he accumulate interest. He accumulates interest and falls into debt. Same card, completely different outcomes. You have to choose which one. Conclusion. So what's the takeaway? Debit cards are safe and simple but limited. Credit cards are powerful but require discipline. Used wisely, a credit card can build your financial future, save your money, give you flexibility. Used card carelessly, it can damage your credit score, it can create long-term debt, add financial stress to you. So the question is not, are credit cards good or bad? The real question is, are we using them wisely? Are we using the credit card wisely? Do you think we are using them wisely? Thank you so much for your time. And the next time you tap your card, you will know exactly what's happening behind the scenes. So if you know about it, so if you want to know more about it, so I will let you know about more about it. So thank you so much. We'll meet you in our next video. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and keep supporting us.